This morning, the UK has found itself in a hung parliament. If you don't know what that is or you don't know why you should care, then please keep watching. I'll do my best to explain it to you, and I will be using pictures. This is a very badly drawn picture of the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is divided up into loads and loads of tiny sections. There are 650 sections. Every time there's a general election, everyone gets together in their little sections and votes for the MP they want to represent their little section. 650 MPs are elected to the House of Commons, thus making parliament. Well, sort of. It's more complicated than that, but for the sake of this video, just focus on that. So you've got 650 people all in the House of Commons battling it out, voting on what they think is best for the country. And obviously, if you want to get a decision passed, at least half of the people need to vote on it. Well, half plus 1. 650 divided by 2 is 325, plus 1 is 326. That part will be important in a bit, but for now I'm going to introduce you to two men. I would like you to meet Gordon Brown, our current Prime Minister and the leader of the Labour Party, and David Cameron, the leader of the Conservative Party, the opposition. So far so good, right? I mean, Labour goes up, Conservative goes down, then Conservative goes up, Labour goes down. It's been like this for the last so many years. Surely nothing's going to change, right? Wrong. This is Nick Clegg. I don't have a yellow pen, and also these are yellow post-it notes, but Nick Clegg is the leader of the Liberal Democrats Party, a third party that up till now was kind of ignored in the British media. With Gordon Brown's popularity going down as the Prime Minister, David Cameron's was pushed up by the British press, who saw him as the only alternative option. But for the first time in British history, we have had television debates. I know in America you've had presidential debates for years and years and years, but for us, this is the first time this has ever happened. And the TV debates were major because they let the top three parties speak, not just Labour and Conservative, but the Liberal Democrats as well. This brings us to yesterday, when the 650 MPs were voted for by us, the British people, and everyone was kind of confused. What ended up happening was that Nick Clegg got 57 seats, Gordon Brown got 258 seats, and David Cameron got 306 seats, making him the winner, kind of, except that he still doesn't have enough seats in Parliament, because if he ever tried to vote in any policies, he'd be overruled by these two and all of the other minor parties that got a few seats here and there. It's a hung parliament. So here's what's interesting. This guy is still our Prime Minister, and potentially he could form a partnership with this dude so that they'll agree to vote on the same policies, thus kind of making them one party. It's called a coalition. But Nick said he wants to hear what the Conservatives have to say first because they got the most votes. They deserve to be heard first. Of course, they're all different parties, so it's entirely possible they won't be able to reach a conclusion. For example, Nick Clegg wants electoral reform, which means he wants to completely change the way voting works. That's not actually a bad idea. If you look at the votes, 10 million people voted Conservative, 8 million people voted Labour, and 6 million people voted Liberal Democrat. Those percentages don't match up with what's on this pie chart. In fact, the Liberal Democrats have far fewer seats than the number of people that voted for them. What Nick wants is proportional representation, which is what you guys have in America, where there are more MPs per state depending on the number of people that live in that state. Instead of being one MP per area, regardless of the population, it would be one MP per 10,000 people or something like that. So if he can agree to change the voting system, maybe these two can start working together. But if he doesn't, and he does, maybe these two will start working together. And if these guys just can't agree on anything, maybe this guy or this guy will try to run a minority government, whereby they run the government but they can't get any votes passed because they don't have a majority in government. Or our Prime Minister will call another general election, and all of this video will have been a waste of time.